Mr. Chernoff?
Dennis Hicks, Judge.
Sir, please remain standing and raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Please be seated. Please state your name for the record. Spell your first and last names.
My name is Dennis Hicks, Dennis Hix.
Mr. Hicks, good morning.
Morning.
Let me provide you with some introductory instructions. First of all, please sit back and relax. Okay? But not too far back or you'll go backwards. You may want to scoot up a little closer to the
I
microphone.
got my knee hooked under here. So
Okay. Sometimes it's better to scoot up just a little bit. We need to hear you, but you don't have to speak right on top of the mic.
Gotcha.
If you're called upon to provide yes or no answers, answer yes or no rather than slang which can be confusing. And lastly, please wait until you hear an entire question before you answer it. It's important that we don't have people talking over each other, even though we think we may know what the answer is going to be to a particular question. All right?
Gotcha.
Thank you. Direct by the defense, Mr. Chernoff.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Hicks.
Morning.
I met you last night for the first time.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? And where do you live?
I live in Banning.
Banning.
Half hour short of Palm Springs.
Okay. Did you drive in?
I did.
When did you drive in?
I drove in yesterday.
Okay. How long have you lived in Banning, Mr. Hicks?
About a year.
Okay. And prior to that, where did you live?
I lived in Las Vegas.
What do you know the man sitting here to my left?
Mr. Conrad Murray.
Indicating the defendant, Dr. Murray.
How do you know him, Mr. Hicks?
When I moved to Las Vegas, a couple years after I had been there, I bought a home. And it was right next door to his children. So when I was there going through my walkthroughs and all, I met him one day at the house. He introduced himself, told me he was a cardiologist, and we got his number and went from there. I needed one because I have heart problems, have had for a long time.
What year was this?
I believe it was either 99 or 2000.
And you said you had heart problems. What kind of heart problems did you have?
My heart was blocked. Half of my heart was blocked off. I found that out by going to a doctor down where I live, down near Fontana. He gave me an angiogram and told me I was very lucky that my little tiny veins that grew around the blockage. I wasn't too happy with that. I wanted him to fix it. So
when did you find this out?
That was approximately maybe 2 or 3 years before I met Dr. Murray.
All right.
Maybe even more.
So did this cardiologist do a procedure and fix your problem? Or?
No, he said it couldn't be fixed.
Well, how'd that make you feel?
Well, I told him I wanted it fixed now while I'm young enough to, to be able to recuperate from it. And he got angry with me.
Can you explain what you mean by that? Were you being...
I'm a standing objection under 352.